The Red Wolves Coaches Show, presented by Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield, sponsored by Arkansas Children's Hospital, Harvest Bank, Halsey Thrasher Harpo Real Estate Group, Southern Roofing and Renovations, St. Bernard's Healthcare, and Stevens Incorporated.
It was homecoming at Centennial Bank Stadium Saturday as the Red Wolves hosted the Mountaineers of Appalachian State. App State winning it by the final score of 48-14. And Coach, this was a game that was tied at 14 in the second quarter before the Mountaineers eventually pulled away. And you talked about it all week long. This may be the most complete team that you faced all season long, and they certainly showed why.
Well, they showed why. Very complete football team. But for us, really, it's the ability to compete for 60 minutes, but also have the discipline to execute for 60 minutes. We had stretches of the game where we competed and we executed at a high level, but not for 60 minutes. And when you play quality opponents like App State, every mistake you make, they're going to capitalize off of.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights. It was a beautiful day for homecoming, 60 degrees and sunshine at kickoff. And this is App State's very first play from scrimmage, and they tried to go deep. Kenny Harris with a nice pass breakup.
We knew they were going to challenge us deep because of quarters coverage, and Kenneth has really been doing a great job the last couple games and really has kind of come into his own. And then you can see, we were a safety-activated defense this game, coming down, making plays, no missed tackles. That was E.J. Alexander there. And then a critical 3rd and 4 play that really keeps the sticks rolling and the momentum to Adam here.
Yeah, Lane Hatcher finding Adam Jones for 17 yards. Then the very next play, Johnny Lang with a good run, picks up 16.
Best game Johnny Lang has played to date. I thought he played with a high level of physicality. He hit the holes, and they were doing a lot of things with different fire zones and moving the front, and our offensive line did a good job of staying on their blocks.
You wanted to run some more jet sweeps in this game. You did. Here's Jack Combs picking up 7 yards.
We wanted to get the ball out on the perimeter, and our receivers do a good job, and then Jack does a great job of really getting us in a third manageable situation. And then we always talk about tips and overthrows, and here's Kavan forcing a tip ball. And, again, I thought our defense starting the game played very well and continued to build upon the momentum that they've shown the last couple games.
This is the lone sack for your defense. Good job by JoJo Azugu from his defensive end spot.
Again, able to apply pressure to the quarterback. And if you look at the first 14 App points, it was off a gimmick play of a missed assignment and then a turnover for 6. So, again, we started fast. Here's a 3rd and 25 pickup to Lincoln Perry, and then we get aided by a face mask call as well.
Yeah, 16 yards on the run, then 15 more after the face mask, and then the very next play, Lincoln Perry goes for 16 more yards.
And Lincoln's one of those individuals, when we talk about consistency and performance, he brings it every single day, and again, runs exceptionally hard.
Here's a 3rd and goal play. Nice throw and catch here. Lane Hatcher finds Emmanuel Stevenson, Emmanuel's 2nd touchdown catch of the year.
Again, a true freshman who's really giving us winning reps, and he's improving his run blocking, and then he's very talented in the pass game. Here, Jarius does a good job of really breaking and driving on the ball. Would like to see him finish it with the pick 6. But the great thing is complementary football. We come back and we're able to cash that turnover into 6 points. And then I spoke about Johnny Lang and the high level of physicality that he displayed Saturday. Here you see this with the sideline lift drill.
Yeah, heck of a run there. And he picks up 18 yards. Now on 3rd and 15 from the 20. Lane Hatcher able to find Ross Painter. Ross with his first career catch. It goes for a touchdown.
This is coming off the heels of Jarius's interception, so we're able to turn the interception into points, and Ross does a great job, and Lane does a great job on the seam route.
Jarius Romanek coming up from that safety spot to make a big lick here. Just a 3-yard gain, and here you see Ryan Hansen. He had 5 punts on the day for a 40-yard average. This was the longest punt of the day, goes 55 yards.
We get a favorable roll here, and I don't know why the receiver tries to pick it up. You hope it would have hit him and we recover it. But, again, good in coverage, and Ryan has been consistent for us all year long.
Here's a 13-yard pass play. Lane Hatcher finding Corey Rucker over the middle.
This is off an RPO and a slant by Corey, and Corey does a great job of catching the ball and then getting the extra yards after first initial contact.
There's a 14-yard pass play, a little crossing route to Valence Hunt.
Yeah, I tell you what, I give Valence all the credit in the world. He hasn't practiced the last 2 weeks, has been slowed by an injury, but continues to give us quality reps. And then here's Jack Combs again on a curl route, and Jack has been an individual the last couple weeks that has really stepped up for us as well.
Yeah, 3 catches on the day for Jack Combs. And then later in the game, we did see Wyatt Beagle, the true freshman quarterback. First time we've been able to see him.
It was great to get him some live game repetitions, and Wyatt brings a whole nother element. As we all know, the quarterback run game can make the throws as well, and we'll continue to develop that in the last 3 weeks of the season.
App State wins it. More to come here on the Red Wolves Coaches Show right after this.
When was the last time you felt free? It's time to uncover that feeling again with the compassion of a cross and shield, accepted by over 90% of doctors and specialists, and the power of a card that opens doors in all 50 states, giving you the freedom to love, to dream, to dance like no one is watching. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Live fearless.
I'm a lifelong resident of Northeast Arkansas and a graduate of Arkansas State University. I built my family, my career, and my life in this community. I'm your hometown realtor. When establishing roots here, you want competitive expertise and community values. You need Kim Shelton, your hometown realtor.
Independence, the ability to think freely. It allows you to tell truth from trend, to put clients first, to take the long view.
We're privately owned. We don't have public shareholders, and that's the very significant difference between ourselves and other firms.
Since 1933, Independence has made Stephens one of the country's most successful investment banking firms. Feel free then to learn more about us.
And we welcome you back into the Red Wolves Coaches Show as we continue to look back at yesterday's game with Appalachian State on homecoming. We want to go back and look at some of the key plays for the Red Wolves in this one, and we'll start on defense. JoJo Azugu able to get the Red Wolves' lone sack of the day, and this comes on third down. It forces a 3-and-out.
Well, it forces a 3-and-out, and it also controls vertical field position for us. And JoJo's been really an edge presence for us all year long. And again, football comes down to one-on-one matchups, really winning your one-on-one matchups. Here he's matched up with the left tackle, and we've really challenged him with the ability to really kind of expand his pass rush techniques, the ability to reduce his surface, and you saw that on that clip.
Yeah, JoJo Azugu with 3 tackles on the day, including that sack. Also had a pass breakup, 5.5 sacks on the year now for the North Texas transfer. That's second on the team. Want to take a look at one of the 2 touchdowns in the first half for the Red Wolves now. This a 7-yard touchdown on third down from Lane Hatcher to Emmanuel Stevenson.
Well, this is a crossing route, and then we've run this play all year long, but it's usually a running back running the rail route, and this week we kind of schemed it to try to get the ball in the hands of Manny, and he does a great job. But it all starts with protection. You can see the offensive line does a great job of protecting Lane, and then he puts the ball where it needs to be. And again, one-on-one matchups, Manny wins his one-on-one matchup. They were in man coverage there.
Second touchdown catch of the season for the true freshman out of Eufaula, Alabama. He finished with the team-high 4 catches on the afternoon. Want to take a look at another play from the defense now. This is the takeaway you had yesterday afternoon. It's an interception by Jarius Romanek.
Jarius is really, the last couple of weeks, is playing winning football for us, and we've moved him around. We've moved him around to our nickel position, to our field safety, and in our defensive scheme, our field safety is really another corner. And he's worked exceptionally hard. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now. And we always talk about breaking and driving when the offhand comes off the ball, and he did that. And I know he wanted to score 6 points there, but again, complimentary football. That touchdown that you saw, that Manny, that was a byproduct of Jarius's interception there.
Yeah, second interception of the season for Jarius Romanek. Want to go back and look at one more play here. This is the second touchdown of the afternoon. You're able to see Lane Hatcher find Ross Painter for a 20-yard touchdown. This was on 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15, and Ross Painter's first career reception, and it's a touchdown. But again, a byproduct of good protection. Lane being able to go through his progressions, and that was a seam route. And everything is about rhythm and spacing and timing of a throw game, and you could see the spacing with the vertical seam by Ross.
It was the first catch, as you said, and the first touchdown of Ross Painter's career, also the 60th career touchdown pass for Lane Hatcher. More to come on the Red Wolves Coaches Show right after this.
Once upon a time, the world changed. Everyone stayed in their homes, even when they needed help. Moms and dads worked extra hard to keep their kids safe and happy. At Arkansas Children's, we're making sure your kids are healthy and growing long after the world gets back to normal. We're taking extra steps to keep your family safe and making sure your kids get the care they need because their health is a big deal. Please don't delay care. We're ready to see you now.
When was the last time you felt free? It's time to uncover that feeling again with the compassion of a cross and shield, accepted by over 90% of doctors and specialists, and the power of a card that opens doors in all 50 states, giving you the freedom to love, to dream, to dance like no one is watching. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Live fearless.
Did you know? Halsey Thrasher Harpo Real Estate Group, the official real estate firm of the A-State Red Wolves, is home to Jonesboro's top producers and #1 in the market for commercial and residential brokerage. 8th in the state in property management, has over 300 acres under development, move-in ready executive rentals, and more. If you need real estate, HTH REG is the place to be.
And we welcome you back into the Red Wolves Coaches Show as we take a look at the final numbers now from yesterday's game against Appalachian State. And Coach, I know you're going to kind of start with the turnovers here. You did have a takeaway on the interception by Jarius Romanek, but your team throws 3 interceptions, and App State able to score on 2 of those.
Well, if there was ever a game that really defined what it takes to play winning football, this was it. And it starts with critical downs, 3rd down and 4th downs. As you can see, we were 5 out of 14 on 3rd down conversions, but of those 12 conversions we attempted, 12 of them were 3rd and 8 or longer. And then conversely, when you look at App State, they were 8 out of 15 on 3rd down conversions, 2 out of 2 on 4th down conversions. But 6 out of 8 of their conversions were on 3rd and 6 and longer. And you work yourself to get ahead of the sticks. That's what it's all about, winning 1st and 2nd down. We didn't do a good job defensively of getting off the field when we had created some long yardage situations.
And really, you talked about just the battle up front, that battle in the trenches being so important. And as the game wore on, App State had the advantage.
It was really evident the way we started the second half. Everything is about the management of the end of the first half and then going into the second half, we did a great job defensively of creating some momentum, forcing a 3-and-out first drive of the second half. But then, from the 9 minutes we run 6 plays on offense. 3 of them are negative yardage football plays, and then they start to wear us down with their run game and controlled most of the clock.
Do want to mention that Blake Grupe yesterday became the second all-time leading scorer in Sun Belt Conference history, also the most points ever by an A-State kicker at Arkansas State. And I know you've really kind of taken to this young man ever since you set foot on campus.
Consistency and performance, and he's worked exceptionally hard. He is probably the most complete kicker I've ever been around in terms of his attitude, his mentality, the way he works in the weight room. Starting in our fourth quarter programs, he's improved his leg strength, and we're excited to have him back for another year.
Also yesterday, Jacob Still, your center, making his 50th career start. That ties him for the most career starts in the FBS era at A-State with Colton Jackson.
If there's ever a spokesperson for Arkansas State football, it's Jacob Still, and what he brings to our program and the love and affinity that he has for our football program. And really, he's been a great resource for me of kind of letting me know where we need to go, what's gone on in the past. Hey, these are some of my thoughts of being a veteran in our program, and I rely on him a lot.
And as we wrap up this Appalachian State game, a final word from Coach Jones.
Well, again, 3 games left. Again, it's hard because you don't see the results on the field, but I'm starting to see the results in our culture and our program. But again, it's all about winning. Losing will never be accepted here, and we have to continue to teach our players what it takes to play winning football. And we'll come in on Monday, we'll dissect this game, and we'll go into what I call fact checks. And, why did these things happen? How did they occur? Okay, how can we be better for it with these experiences? That's the only way I know. There's no magical cure to get it fixed except through hard work, recruiting, and development.
And still a chance to finish strong down the stretch here. Still have 3 games remaining.
Well, we still have 3 games remaining, and 2 of them are on the road. And now we have to learn what it takes to play on the road. Going to ULM is going to be a great challenge just because of all the logistics that are associated with the travel. And it's all a mindset. It's a mindset in everything that you do. And I'm looking forward to work to make our team and our football program better. Unfortunately, with the circumstances we've created, but you can either let the circumstances control you, or you can control the circumstances. And what we have to work is to be a better football team and a better football program for many years to come. And we have 3 opportunities on game day, but also we have a number of opportunities to improve that throughout the course of a week.
More to come on the Red Wolves Coaches Show right after this.
I'm a lifelong resident of Northeast Arkansas and a graduate of Arkansas State University. I built my family, my career, and my life in this community. I'm your hometown realtor. When establishing roots here, you want competitive expertise and community values. You need Kim Shelton, your hometown realtor.
What keeps us 120 years young? We never stop caring, learning, and leading by example. Some here call it our calling in life. We call it the St. Bernard's Way. Because what moves us every day is the knowledge that having the best science and the best people is the only way to bring Christ-like healing to all who need it. And we will never stop doing what we do, because we were born and raised here too. St. Bernard's.
What does it take to be a champion? It takes hard work. It takes dedication. It takes teamwork. A little bit of blind luck. But sometimes you just gotta be the best.
Did you know? Halsey Thrasher Harpo Real Estate Group, the official real estate firm of the A-State Red Wolves, is home to Jonesboro's top producers and #1 in the market for commercial and residential brokerage. 8th in the state in property management, has over 300 acres under development, move-in ready executive rentals, and more. If you need real estate, HTH REG is the place to be.
Well, in last week's game at South Alabama, Allen Lamar set a school record with 232 kickoff return yards in a single game. That's also the most in the country this year. Earlier this week, our own Corey Keller had a chance to catch up with the Sun Belt Conference Special Teams Player of the Week.
Hello, I am joined by the two-time Sun Belt Conference Special Teams Player of the Week, Allen Lamar. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Corey. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. So not once, but twice, you are the Special Teams Player of the Week. What was your reaction whenever you found out?
I was super excited, but I was more thankful to all of the people on the kick return team. Because of that, I made them brownies this week, and a lot of the people on the team were salty that they didn't get a brownie because they weren't on kick return, but yeah, I just wanted to do something for them.
The decision to transfer from Yale to Arkansas State must have been a big one. What were the most influential factors in your transfer?
The biggest influential factor was Coach Lett. He recruited me at Yale, and he also brought me with him when the new coaching staff came in. He's been a very influential factor in my life. He's like a father to me. When I need anything, I go to him. And actually, I send him packages, and he brings them to me, so he's been very helpful for me.
You've mentioned before that you have big aspirations for your career. After obtaining your degree at Yale and now getting your master's at Arkansas State, what is the next step for you?
I say the next step for me is actually seeing if I could get drafted, because that's been a life goal of mine, is playing in the NFL. And after that, after I hopefully finish playing NFL, I want to become a doctor. My two options that I've been weighing right now is either being an orthopedic surgeon or an anesthesiologist.
You are also a military kid, so moving around to you is nothing new. The transition from Yale to Arkansas State, how has it been in just your first semester?
It's been like coming back home. You know, Arkansas State is very close to my home in Olive Branch, Mississippi. It's like an hour and a half away. So it's just like coming home. My parents, they don't have to fly to games anymore. I get to see all of my friends, and I get to go home whenever I want to.
Well, Allen, congratulations on now your multiple honors this season.
Thank you.
That was the two-time Sun Belt Conference Special Teams Player of the Week, Allen Lamar.
Wolves up.
Thanks to Corey Keller for that segment. Allen Lamar now with 1,093 kickoff return yards on the season. That is a new school record. Congratulations to Allen. We're going to take a look ahead to this week's matchup at Louisiana Monroe when we come back to wrap things up on the Red Wolves Coaches Show right after this.
Did you know? Halsey Thrasher Harpo Real Estate Group, the official real estate firm of the A-State Red Wolves, is home to Jonesboro's top producers and #1 in the market for commercial and residential brokerage. 8th in the state in property management, has over 300 acres under development, move-in ready executive rentals, and more. If you need real estate, HTH REG is the place to be.
Independence, the ability to think freely. It allows you to tell truth from trend, to put clients first, to take the long view.
We're privately owned. We don't have public shareholders, and that's the very significant difference between ourselves and other firms.
Since 1933, independence has made Stephens one of the country's most successful investment banking firms. Feel free then to learn more about us.
When was the last time you felt free? It's time to uncover that feeling again with the compassion of a cross and shield, accepted by over 90% of doctors and specialists, and the power of a card that opens doors in all 50 states, giving you the freedom to love, to dream, to dance like no one is watching. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Live fearless.
Being helpful is what Arvest Bank is all about. And part of being helpful is listening to our customers, which is one of the reasons why Arvest Go, our mobile app, has been certified 2 years in a row by J.D. Power for providing an outstanding mobile banking experience. You can easily pay friends, securely lock and unlock your cards, plus deposit checks, pay bills, and more. So download Arvest Go today. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
I'm a lifelong resident of Northeast Arkansas and a graduate of Arkansas State University. I built my family, my career, and my life in this community. I'm your hometown realtor. When establishing roots here, you want competitive expertise and community values. You need Kim Shelton, your hometown realtor.
Wrapping things up here on the Red Wolves Coaches Show as we take a look ahead to this week. A-State back on the road as they travel to Monroe, Louisiana to take on the Warhawks of ULM. This is a ULM team that did not win a game last season, but Terry Bowden has taken over. They've won 4 times this year, and Coach, they've been able to turn some heads.
Well, they have, and they've won all their games at home. They're 4-1 at home. They have a unique home field advantage, and we have to be ready to go. And when you really look at our football program, we cannot waste any opportunity to continue to teach our team, teach our entire program in all aspects. Every day is critical for the continued growth and development. Now it's what does it take to play winning football on the road, everything that's associated with it, how you handle the travel, how you handle the distractions, and again, creating our own momentum and our own energy.
Yeah. It's a unique atmosphere in Monroe. You talk about creating your own energy, and it's important for your team to get off to a good start.
A good start and a fast start. And again, we have 3 games left, and it's all about playing winning football. How can we take the lessons we learned from App State and now apply it to ULM and moving forward?
Again, kickoff set for 4 o'clock Saturday in Monroe as the Red Wolves take on the Warhawks. Our coverage on the radio side begins at 2 o'clock. You can also see that game on ESPN+. For Coach Jones and everyone that's been a part of this one, I'm Matt Stoltz. Good night, everybody.
The Red Wolves Coaches Show, presented by Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield, sponsored by Arkansas Children's Hospital, Harvest Bank, Halsey Thrasher Harpo Real Estate Group, Southern Roofing and Renovations, St. Bernard's Healthcare, and Stevens Incorporated.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,